Another mech. You see, the thing about this mech is that it very much reminds me of those $10 to $20 to $30 Marvel mechs. And I despise those mechs. So I'm gonna put it in Garmatron.
I don't buy core, so no core pieces. Yeah.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize.
So, as you saw in the opening there, I used to have a visceral disdain towards evil mechs. But now, I have one in hand. And, well, I can safely say that this is one of the best NInjago sets I've ever bought in my life. Why? Let's get into that. I just came around to the whole design of these mechs. I used to just not like it at all, but I'm looking at them again. I'm just looking at them, and I don't see how I didn't like it before. It's really nice. Especially the design of this Lloyd Evil mech. I think this is, out of all the ones I've done so far, my personal favorite. Just in terms of the pieces they chose and the colors and just, yeah. Another really cool thing about these mechs is the articulation. Man, oh man, is the articulation disgusting. As in, it's disgustingly good. Like, it's great. It's phenomenal. You could get these bad boys in so many poses, like this. You can even get them to stand on one leg very easily, like so. Also, I would like to just apologize. I'm recording in rain again. This is not entirely intentional. I just really like rain. Anyway, back to the whole praising evil mechs. Bye. Very posable, very cool. Also, another really cool thing, at least with this set in particular, is the customizability with the accessories. Like, for instance, let's just look at the Bone Warrior. As we can see, he has a really long staff thing, like in Death from Puss in Boots, right? He can also take it apart. So we could have it be like two different scythes or one elongated one, just like Death from Peking Boots. He can also use his hat as a shield, because the hat has connections for the clip in his hand. So yeah, very, very cool. Also, while he's here, I might as well talk about his design. First of all, like, the whole Bone Warrior color scheme is really cool. Red, lime green, white. It just meshes well. So it just works together so well. All the bone weapons, they're all cool. The scythe, the sword, not nunchucks, but those stars. Like, all of them are just really cool. I also adore the usage of the Mixel teeth, because, well, I mean, I clearly like Mixels. So yeah, this Bone Warrior mech is absolutely wicked, and I'm actually so incredibly glad that we actually have it, because we rarely get good villain sets these days. It's either the base or they're like little monster henchmen. Like for Season 13, Skull Sorcerer's Dungeon, Dragon. For Seabound, it was the Temple. That's kind of it. For Crystallized, it was the Temple and the Crystal King. There's always two villain sets, and it's always the same type. The main, like, base and a monster type build. Here we have something different, a mech, and that's really cool. So yeah, next on to Lloyd's. Now Lloyd's mech has slightly more articulation, because unlike the Dragon Warrior, his hand is actually on a ball joint. Well, you know, his isn't. So yeah. Lloyd also has a weapon customization type thing. You can either just have his regular silver katana in that hand and the golden one in that hand, or you can use a little wing type attachment in the back. And now it's a boomerang type weapon. I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be, but yeah, the box says you can do it, so you can do it. And that just attaches like right here. Very cool. Back on the topic of design, I love the little shoulder armor he has here. I love this piece in general. I as I mentioned earlier, the wing attachment, very cool. I love how he has the like thrusters on the back of his feet. This cockpit piece is also very cool. And this little armor piece is also very cool. A lot of cool pieces made for this sub theme. And one more thing to mention before I get onto the figures is that these mechs are very, very fun to play with. Like a little secret between you and I kind of like playing with my sets. Sometimes I know I'm 18 and I play with my sets. Cringe, I know. But I just like to play with them sometimes, and these sets are very fun to play with. Like, look at this. Like, I can absolutely see it having a fun imagination fight with these sets because they're so, like, just fun to play with. Like, this is just an absolute blast. Like, yeah. And you're pretty sturdy too, like, look. Good. Yeah, just really fun sets to play with. Onto the figures. First off, we have the Bone Warrior, and as I mentioned before, the color scheme meshes well, just so perfectly. The red, the lime green, the silver, the black, it just all works. I love how goofy his face is, and despite not having the figure, I really like how well it contrasts with Bone King. You know, the warriors have more goofier faces while he has a more sinister, angry face. It really helps to show that, you know, these are his minions and he is the Bone King. He's the threatening leader. It's very cool. I also like the armor piece. I never had this armor piece before, so it's nice to have it now. And as I also mentioned before, the bone weapons are indeed very cool. So yeah, overall, pretty banger minifigure. Now on to Lloyd, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the only exclusive Evo minifigure ever. So yeah, this is a very special figure. Design of it, and I know this might be a hot take, but I think this is my personal favorite Golden Lloyd minifigure ever. It's 100% better than the Legacy one, because that one is kind of plain in the torso. It's like very little detail. It's better than the other Legacy one, you know, from the last Legacy wave, and I think it's better than the original. With green scales, very cool. I like the dragon wrapping around in the middle. I love the detailing on the legs. I just think this is a really good Golden Lloyd minifigure. My personal favorite too. The only thing I kind of don't like is the bright green headband, because where else is bright green on this figure? Like, that's the only bright green. Also the hands. But besides that, yeah, banger. And there's the back. Awesome back too. Yeah, just a great figure. And just another small tiny thing that has nothing to do with the design of the figure. I can't turn his head for some reason. It's like it's glued down. So yeah, I just can't turn his head. That's just something I wanted to mention. Yeah, cool figure. So yeah, this was my review / apology to the Evo mechs. I've grown to love these mechs. I'm considering buying the Zane one because I like Evo mechs now when it comes with the mango whipper. So like, yeah, I'm considering getting that one too. But yeah, to the Evo mechs, I am sincerely sorry. You guys are absolutely wicked. A legendary set of mechs. Some of the best ever. Some of the best sets in just recent years overall. These are very cool sets. I love the Evo mechs, and I, once again, am sorry. I've been a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. I'm not here to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize, or however it went. Yeah. That's really all I have to say. Goodbye, and have a lovely day.